It's about time. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the most anticipating fights in the sport of boxing, the light heavyweight undisputed bout between Dimitry Bivol versus Artur Beterbiev, as some people pronounce it. This is a traditional 50-50 matchup, pound for pound versus pound for pound, legacy versus legacy, elite versus elite. This and the style of matchup, you know what I'm saying, is very, very intriguing. We've seen both of these guys fight great. We've seen both of these guys in their vulnerable state. We've seen Dimitry Bivol got hurt in the past. We've seen Artur Beterbiev get dropped twice in the past. But Beterbiev, he always comes through. Even when he's facing adversity, he comes through and knocks out his opponent, TKO. He is the Terminator in the sport of boxing. He's a destruction force. I believe he's 100% when it comes to knockout ratio. But the layoff, his age, in which his age never been a factor. You know what I'm saying? His age never been a factor. It's one of those things in the sport of boxing where certain fighters live a wholesome lifestyle, a good lifestyle, a healthy lifestyle outside of the sport of boxing. He's a prideful Muslim. Shout out to all my Muslim brothers out there. Real Muslim out there, you know what I'm saying? Not some of these American fighters that just want to pretend like they're Muslim so they can get that turkey out of shiki money. But anyway, he's a very respectful, an ambassador to the sport of boxing. But his age, his layoff, and then his injury. Remember, they had to postpone the fight. And Dimitry Bivol has a good momentum going into the fight. Going into this fight, Dimitry Bivol, you already know, man, have some good wins versus Canelo Alvarez, another pound-for-pound fighter. And we don't know. I think people, if people are looking at this fight and looking at the future after the fight, I don't know if Artur Beterbiev is going to continue his career after this fight. He is 39 years old, and if he accomplished this, you know, I don't see him going to the cruiserweight division because, again, he doesn't rehydrate like that. He walks around in a very respectable weight. I think he'll retire if he beats Dimitry Bivol. But if Dimitry Bivol wins, then there's more of a storyline of him fighting Canelo Alvarez, the rematch, and Canelo Alvarez moving up there to be great once again and try to get his get back. And that's another intriguing matchup that a lot of people want to see. An intriguing matchup if Artur Beterbiev wins. And can you imagine the Mexican Monster versus the Terminator? That would be highly interesting, and David Benavidez could carve his own legacy. I think if we look if Beterbiev wins, I wouldn't try to match that one up with Canelo. I would rather see a David Benavidez versus Artur Beterbiev. If Dimitry Bivol wins, even though that, of course, the fight with him and David Benavidez will be a good fight, I'd rather see the Bivol versus the Canelo Alvarez rematch. I believe in that fight with Canelo Alvarez and Dimitry Bivol was more of game planning. You know, mismanaging the game plan, in my opinion, by Eddie Reynoso and Canelo Alvarez. I don't think that he demoralized Canelo Alvarez. I think that Canelo Alvarez is smart enough and great enough to go back to the drawing board and actually come up with a victory versus Dimitry Bivol. I actually really do believe that. I believe in the rematch. I believe that Canelo Alvarez could beat Dimitry Bivol, but that's just my opinion. I know that a lot of people won't agree with it because they already saw the first matchup, but I've seen matches before where people get stopped and knocked out and then come back with a victory. We've seen Anthony Joshua do it with Andy Ruiz. We've seen Lennox Lewis do it with Rockman. So I've seen it before. But with this matchup, I'm rooting for Beterbiev, but I think that Dimitry Bivol got good momentum. I think he has better defense. I think Artur Beterbiev's defense have really declined, in my opinion. Like I said, he's one of those guys that his power, you know, is so great and it's so freakish that you know, it gets him out of, you know, trouble. It gets him out of like that vulnerable state. You know what I'm saying? We've seen it with, you know, you could compare him to the mindset of Tank Davis. Tank Davis, he don't be winning every round, but his power really helps him out and get those type of victories, those victories versus like Mario Barrios. Who else? Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder has that same effect where he's losing rounds, but his power is the equalizer. Of course, not of late, but his power is the equalizer that got him out of trouble. And Artur Beterbiev the same way. I believe Artur Beterbiev is a better skillful fighter, of course, than Deontay Wilder, but you understand what I'm trying to say. If Dimitry Bivol managed to go the whole 12, I think he's going to come out with the victory with combination punching, high volume punching, and defense and footwork. But that's if he could go the whole 12. I do think that Artur Beterbiev could hurt Dimitry Bivol. Again, we've seen Dimitry Bivol got hurt before. His power, I don't know if his power could overwhelm. I think his combination punches could overwhelm Artur Beterbiev, but I don't think his power is going to overwhelm him. So this what makes it so intriguing. That, you know what I'm saying, that I believe both of them could overcome. I think if anybody could overcome somebody, Artur Beterbiev could overcome the power of Dimitry Bivol. I don't know if Dimitry Bivol could overcome Beterbiev. If by the championship rounds or by the later rounds, Artur Beterbiev is still there and getting stronger, then Artur Beterbiev probably could, you know, stop Dimitry Bivol, in my opinion. If his power, if Dimitry Bivol's power cannot overwhelm Artur Beterbiev, and he could, get his timing and everything. Well, it's a good matchup. It's a 50-50 fight. Could go either way. I'm slightly, I could see 115-113 or a split decision win by Dimitry Bivol, and but if it goes a whole, if it goes whole 12, I'll give it a split decision to Dimitry Bivol. Let me know what y'all think, but I'm rooting for Artur Beterbiev. I think he's I like him in the sport of boxing. I think I respect Artur Beterbiev a lot, and I respect what he's done in the sport of boxing. He's a very entertaining fighter. Let me know what y'all think, man. Subscribe to the channel, smash the like button. Love you, God bless, and on to the next.